No, Judge, thank you.
All right, I am going to remit you to the custody of the county sheriff pending transport to the institution. Good luck to you, Mr. Owens. Will Owens, case number 25 CR 43184. Present before the court is Mr. Owens, right?
Yes, sir.
You're Mr. Owens, right?
Yes, sir.
Represented by Mr. Washington, we have Mr. View from the prosecutor's office, Officer Tork from probation. We're here today for sentencing. Has everybody had the opportunity to review the PSI?
We have, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there any reason not to go forward with sentence today?
No, Your Honor.
Prepared to move forward, Judge.
All right. We have 0 days of jail time credit. Does that sound right to everybody?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. View, on behalf of the state.
Your Honor, in terms of the state's recommendation and discussions with defense counsel in terms of our negotiation, I did agree to limit my recommendation to 11 years. And we, in discussion with the court, the state's recommendation is to count 8. That is a first-degree felony, a minimum definite mandatory period of 7 years to a maximum indefinite term of 10.5 years. As to counts 1 and 3, 24 months in prison, each of those to be served consecutively to each other and consecutive to count 8. And as to counts 14, 18, 22, 26, and 33, each of those a 7-year prison term to be served concurrently with count 8. That is a minimum definite mandatory term, a minimum definite term of 11 years to a maximum indefinite term of 14.5 years, of which 7 years is mandatory. There is forfeiture for the $3,693 that was seized from the defendant. That's to be forfeited to the Warren County Drug Task Force. I think that covers all of the things that we negotiated and specifically discussed, Your Honor.
Mr. Tork, anything from probation?
Nothing further this time, Your Honor.
Mr. Washington?
Judge, that is what we discussed. We'd ask the court to impose a sentence with the 7-year mandatory term.
Mr. Owens, is there anything that you would like to tell me?
Yes, sir. I know what I did was wrong. I mean, I'm accepting my guilt. I want to apologize to my family, to the courts, especially my kids, for making them go through this long journey we finna take.
So here's the thing about this case, Mr. Owens. The plan is to break this potentially down into a 2-part case. And I am going to send you to prison. There's a mandatory prison associated with this. I am going to sentence you to the 7 to 10.5 years in prison on the first-degree felonies. That means that it's presumed that you're released at that 7-year period. But the Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections can, under certain circumstances, keep you up to the maximum penalty. That's on the mandatory part of that. Then I'm going to sentence you to 24 months on each of the felony 3s. Those are going to be consecutive to each other. So your total sentence, even though we do months and years, it's kind of hard to keep up with, but you're going to receive a sentence of 11 to 14.5 years in prison. If you behave yourself while you're in prison, I will consider releasing you on judicial release after you have done the mandatory time. If you behave yourself while you're there, that would then complete the punishment portion of that, and then we could get on to the rehabilitation and supervision part of that, which might include, drug testing, treatment in a facility, something like that. But this was a serious operation, and a long prison sentence is necessary, both to protect you and to properly punish you. I do find that you're indigent for the purposes of fines and costs. There are not going to be any financial sanctions. This also includes the mandatory period of post-release control that I told you about a few minutes ago. And also we have a consecutive sentence, which means that this sentence is necessary to properly punish you, to protect the public. The overall sentence is not disproportionate to the conduct involved here or the danger posed by you, and I find that no one sentence would properly punish you, so I need to impose consecutive sentences. And you do have a prior for trafficking, so your criminal history suggests that a criminal sentence is also necessary. You do have the right to appeal this to the 12th District Court of Appeals in Middletown. If you don't have the funds to hire a lawyer to obtain a transcript or to pay the costs, those will all be provided to you without charge. Is there anything else we need to do or anything that I forgot?
No, Your Honor.
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, I am going to remit you to the custody of the county sheriff pending transport to the institution. Good luck to you, Mr. Owens. We have Officer Evans and Officer Wilkinson. Attorney? We are here today for sentencing. Mr. Atkins?
His attitude's good. He was a minor player in this, but still, he was involved, and he very feeling bad about it. He's got a young child, and he's going to miss out on some of that child growing up.
Anything you want to tell me, Mr. Boyce?
Your Honor, I just want to apologize to you. I come to you humble. I own up to my decision making. It was wrong, guilty by association. I'm a man of God, family man, a father of 6 beautiful girls. It's unfortunate that I made a decision that, I'm missing out on the time with them. I would like to take this time to really just rehabilitate my mind, my body, my spirit, and my soul to just get right and get out of this situation to where I never have to face you again. In the process of this, I just hope that it'd be life-changing. It would have been nice to have like a program, and I understand I didn't get granted that just because everything that I was surrounded by, I honestly feel like that's the life-changing moment, when you involved around a certain crowd and you got to learn how to deviate. I didn't do that. Certain things that I was around at the time, I'll be honest with you, I was addicted to perks, I smoked weed, I was an alcoholic, and throughout this process, it just like literally showed me, this ain't it. So I pray when I get out of this situation that I could stay deviated from that crowd, that, the company that I was keeping, leaving that alone, coming back home to my kids and my family. That's my biggest priority out of this, is just getting my body, my mind right, keeping God first, that, whatever is meant to happen before me, that I'm about to embrace, that He keep me covered and His angels keep me covered as well.
All right, court is going to follow the recommendation of the party, so I'm going to impose 36 months in prison. There is an agreement that Mr. Boyce is not going to be requesting or granted judicial release until he has served 18 months with the Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections. I'm going to give credit for the 5 days that you have already done. Mr. Boyce, if everything goes okay, in this case, you and I are going to see each other again in about 1.5 years on a motion for judicial release. The way I look at these cases is they have a punishment aspect, they have a treatment aspect, and they have a supervision aspect. The punishment aspect comes first. Then after that, we're going to talk about treatment and supervision and make sure this nonsense doesn't happen anymore.
Yes, sir.
I am going to remit you to the custody of the county sheriff pending transport to the institution. All right, that's all.
Thank you, Judge. Pardon. Ask this officer.
Ohio versus Joshua Collier, case number 25 CR 43182 and 24 CR 41748. Present before the court is Ms. Collier, right?
Yes, sir.
Represented by Mr. Madden. We have Mr. View from the prosecutor's office, Officer Torek from probation. We are here today for a final violation hearing in the 24 case, pretrial in the 25 case. It's my understanding Ms. Collier is going to enter a plea of guilty to the F3 trafficking, and we're going forward with sentence today. Is that accurately stated?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Collier, I know it hasn't been that long since we went through all of this, but I want to make sure that we have a clean record in this case. How old are you?
41.
How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
Are you able to read and write English?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No.
Are you taking any medications?
Just the medications from the
Are you
job.
taking anything that would interfere with your ability to understand what we're doing here today?
No, sir.
Could you scoot your chair up a little bit so you're closer to the microphone?
Yeah.
That's okay. Are you a United States citizen?
Yes.
We've had some discussions about your case today. If you enter a plea of guilty to this charge, on the new charge, I'm going to sentence you to 36 months in prison. I'm also going to revoke your probation in your other case and sentence you to 9 months in prison. There is a joint and a recommended sentence, which I intend to accept, is that I will favorably consider you for judicial release after you've been in prison for a period of 18 months. You're going to enter a plea of guilty to 1 count of trafficking in fentanyl-related compounds, 3rd-degree felony, punishable by up to 36 months in prison and a $10,000 fine. Also carries with it a mandatory fine in the amount of $5,000. Facts?
Your Honor, if the case were to proceed to trial, the state would produce evidence beyond a reasonable doubt that on or about August the 13th of 2025 in Warren County, state of Ohio, that the defendant did aid and abet another in trafficking of a fentanyl-related compound in an amount that exceeded the bulk amount.
Anything on those facts, Mr. Madden?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Collier, did you hear those facts?
Yes, sir.
Do you admit that they are true?
Yes.
Do you understand the rights you're giving up by entering a plea?
Yes, sir.
What's your plea?
Guilty.
Based upon the plea of guilty, I'm going to find you guilty. I think that you have made a knowing, voluntary, and intelligent choice here today, only after you had been fully advised of your constitutional rights, which you waived and rejected here in open court. Any reason not to go into the matter of the sentence today?
No, Your Honor.
I also find in the 24 case that Ms. Collier has violated the terms of her community control. Anything on behalf of Ms. Collier?
I'd just like to point out, speaking with the probation officer, I indicated that she was doing very, very well prior to this. And I believe, as I see with so many of my clients, that it's really who she got involved with that it created the situation. And then she takes responsibility for that. But had she not been with those 2 gentlemen, don't think she'd be sitting here in front of you today, Judge. So I don't think she'll be back. And she says, I'm not coming back, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Anything you want to tell me, Ms. Collier?
Not at the time.
All right, court is going to sentence you to 36 months in prison on the 25 case. I do find that you're indigent for the purposes of paying fines and costs. You have an affidavit there for you to fill out, so there's not going to be a financial sanction. I'm going to order that this sentence be served consecutively to the 24 case, because I think a consecutive sentence is necessary to properly punish you, to protect the public. The overall sentence is not disproportionate to the conduct involved here or the danger posed by you. So you'll serve the 9 months in the 24 case first, and then you will start the 36 months in this case. In the 24 case, I find you have violated the terms of your supervision, and I'm going to impose 9 months in prison. Good luck to you, Ms. Collier. The judicial release, that's not self-actuating. You have to send me a letter that lets me know that that's what we're going to do. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, that's all.
Did you mark the box at the bottom? I left them open because I wasn't.